Hi, welcome back to my channel, Rain the Poet. It is now Rain the Poet rants and reads. Not like reading people, even though sometimes I might do that, but reading poetry as well. Mine and other people's poetry. But rants also, because I have a lot to say about a lot of things. Anyway, welcome back. So if some of you have been watching, um, you know that I'm still kind of like playing around with this channel, right? Um, Trying to really see like what I have to give that people may want to actually see. You know what I mean? So I have a couple wine and poetries, and I'm going to do more of those because I really like doing wine and poetry. I like reading poetry. I like sharing my own. I like sharing the poetry of others. So that is definitely going to be, I think, a staple. Wine and poetry will be one of the days, right? Um, and then sometimes I just want to chat about things. I find a lot of things very intriguing, very interesting, bothersome, right? I find a lot of things bothersome that I hear about and read about. So I'd like to also share those things as well. Um, and hopefully figure out a little bit later on in the game how to get some people on here with me to do some interviews of all different artists, all different forms of art, not just poetry, right? So today I just wanted to chat because I haven't been on here for a little while, and guys, I need to like either take this seriously or not, right? I've been dealing with a lot of lack of motivation, not just about YouTube, about everything creative. I haven't written a whole lot because I used to write a lot. So for me, if I'm only writing like a piece a week, which is what I've really been doing, that's like for me, that's like not writing at all. But I thought what would be fun is for a person who does not know how to do makeup at all. I do from time to time wear makeup. And when I used to go live on Instagram, I would always usually put makeup on most of the time, not all the time. I'm used to seeing my face as it is, and I like that. I like that a lot. But I also, get the Ipsy bags. So that was a treat that I decided back like late winter, early spring, to give to myself and my best friend was the Ipsy bag. So, you know, Ipsy doesn't pay me anything for saying Ipsy at all. I'm just saying I always heard about them. And when I decided that I wanted to treat us to something every month, it was an affordable way to get like little gifts. So, skincare and stuff, which actually, I really need at this point in my life. I've been very fortunate because genetically, I have good skin. It comes from my family, on both sides. I've been really lucky because I have not had a regimen at all. And I remember sometimes women would ask me, well, what do you do to your skin? And I'm like, you don't even want to know. It's called soap and water, honey. You don't even want to know. So, but I've been feeling more like just to kind of spark up my energy, you know, to use some of the stuff that I receive. Really, I just have it kind of all piled up here in my bathroom, um, looking pretty. So I thought it would be fun for someone. Now, listen, I do not know how to do makeup. Okay, I don't. Let me make that clear because I don't want anybody in the comments like, girl, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Okay, I already know. I already know that I don't know how to do makeup, but what I do know how to do is spruce up my own face. Okay, my own face. So this is like kindergarten. Um, kindergarten chat and watch Rain do something now most of the time I like to have a very soft look, although I do get a little bit, there's a little bit of goth in me, always has been. um so I have some like really bold dark colors, especially for my lips. I like blue a lot for my lips. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna put that on. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know if I'm gonna do like blue, but one of my favorite things that I've received, and like I said, I'm not plugging anybody, guys. Okay, believe me. So if I mention a brand that you don't like, please don't feel the need to tell me. Okay, this, I'm not making any money off of this, the video or nothing. Okay, so this is just something that I wanted to do while I chatted about my lack of motivation for just about everything. Um, this is just something that I wanted to do to kind of let people know who, like me, like to watch MUAs, artists do makeup. I find that very interesting. It's a lot of fun for me, and I have learned some things, but I have to do what's right for me and what I feel like I want my face to look like. You know what I mean? So I can't, I'm not looking to mimic anybody. But I do love watching them. But I know, like me, a lot of people get intimidated by that, and they think, well, if I'm not at that level, then maybe I shouldn't wear makeup at all. And that's not true. You don't need to be at that level. I respect makeup artists and enjoy what they do, but that's never been an aspiration of mine. You know what I mean? So I've been playing with makeup, since I was like, 14, 15, just playing around, but never wore it to school or anything like that. But so I was kind of late in the game a bit, especially for nowadays. But anyway, I'm 54 and I'm, a big kid. So this is me, right? This is how I go around. Now, right now, I cannot really see you. I cannot really see myself. Okay, I do need these. Okay, these are not just, just an accessory. I really need them. But my eyes are a lot better than they were. I had an episode where my blood sugar shot up to the heavens. And so I was put on medication really quickly, and it actually completely blurred my vision to the point where even with glasses on, I really could not see anything. That lasted for about two and a half weeks. Really scary, alarming, disconcerting to say the least, when you're kind of like fumbling around all the time and you really, can't see. I wasn't on social media a lot because I couldn't see. And when I would post from the memory of the keyboard because I've been typing since I was like 19 years old. You know what I mean? So I know the keys, but I couldn't even proofread what I was typing. It was like, this is what it is. So I went through that, and then I got new glasses, and then that whole medication phase, my body obviously leveled out, right? And my sugars have leveled out very quickly. And so I can see a bit without my glasses, a bit, right? But you can't really put on makeup without seeing. So anyway, I'm just gonna make a little bit of noise, right? So I was saying that, let me turn this off. That Anastasia, I received this mini tube from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The color is called Dead Roses, which, I have a thing about dead roses. I love dead flowers. I think there's so much beauty in dead flowers. Like, they are so artistic looking. And so I appreciate, all flowers, but dead flowers I have a thing for. So this is like a nude. And I know, black people, we take nude for what it is, right? When we see nude on something, we know pretty much that, it's not necessarily our nude. But I thought this was a gorgeous color. It's a little smudgy. A little messy. But yeah. So this is what it is. So this isn't bad. This is actually a very pretty color. Because I have a lot of pink in my lips. Even though I'm brown. Yeah, I've always, my lips are actually darker now than they've ever been. You know. So yeah, so a lot of pink in my lips. So it kind of complements me, you know. Um, I like pink. So yes, I'm just gonna use a cleansing balm right now on my face. And yeah, so a lack, right? A lack of motivation. Uh Kind of like pisses me off. Just gonna wet my hands a little bit. Yeah, kind of like pisses me off a bit, right? So, um, wow, it smells really good. So I'm just like trying to be easy on myself and let myself be, because, like, listen, guys, I'm not like 18, 21, 35, 40. I'm over 50, right? So I have already had a career. I've had more than one career. Um, More than one career. So, yeah. So I've worked a whole lot of years, right? I'm just doing this like real quickie, like so I can stay with the camera too, but usually I like to like bathe my face in water. But yeah, so um I've already done a lot of stuff. And this feels to me like kind of a reward, right? For all the years that I have actually worked, right? So, I'm just gonna just give this a quick wash off. For all the years that I've actually worked, right? So, I'm not used to oh, look at me. I got stuff on the screen. Okay. I'm not used to not being productive, right? Um and I was brought up to be very productive, and I appreciate that from my parents. Um so it helped me to experience what excelling is and feels like, what being able to adjust to change and new careers, and it helped me to experience a feeling of some level of success, right? um but it's a different time in my life now, and yeah, I'm really brown because it is hot. The sun is hot in New Mexico. Okay. So I am like really toasty, right? I'm loving it. So yeah. So, I'm trying to get used to this feeling of not feeling like doing anything. Even things I love to do. Like, I do like being on video, right? If anybody cares, this was Pink Diamond Cleansing Balm. Lift and illuminate, for us older ladies, I guess. But anyway, that's what it is. So, yeah. So I am just trying to be easy on myself, right? Trying to be easy on myself. And think maybe, just maybe, I can rest for a little bit. That maybe my spirit is telling me to chill, that it's okay for me to chill. Because I'm very, very fortunate, right? Very fortunate that um, I'm not in need. Okay, I'm not in need. Um, so I can actually chill. I can chill. I have a lot of projects started, right? A lot of projects started. Like this one, right? Like YouTube. Also, my podcast, which I'm planning the first episode of probably in a couple weeks. And I'm back on Instagram, just kind of fiddling around on there. I'm not really too much feeling Instagram right now. I used to be on there every day and totally involved. And, I'm not looking for the same thing that I was looking for when I was Freedom Writer Rain. Um, just looking to share some new things I'm doing, some new art that I'm creating, digital art, that I'm creating. When I feel like writing some words or some poetry or just words, I do. Food, the random fur baby pet picture, So right now I'm just kind of like playing around with that. I'm not stressing about Instagram. What's important to me right now really is getting my books done. Right, that's important to me. Important to me. My podcast, getting that off the ground is important to me. Getting this channel off the ground is important to me. Right. Yeah. So those are important to me, but I still feel like not doing much. This is just like a little, what is it with me and pink? I mean, it's not like I really asked them for this stuff, but this is a pink guava primer, illuminating, you know. No, I'm not doing any moisturizer right now. I'm just going to take a quick look, make sure I don't look like a nutcase. Yeah. So this is just a primer. Um, And, I just use a little bit. I've used this before. I've used this one before. Right. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, those are the things that are important right now. And, you know, I'll get around to really, being much more serious about them. Um, being on YouTube more, I mean, I'm the type of person that, and I don't really like love this about myself, but I'm the type of person like in the beginning of things, I go through this thing where I'm like, why am I doing this? Nobody's watching me. Like when I first got on Instagram, I was kind of like, well, if I get 26 followers, that I'll be happy. Somebody will read something. That means one or two people might read it, right? So I ended up with like almost 3,000 in like about almost 3,000 in about a year and a half, right? For just poetry. Just poetry. And doing lives and stuff like that. No, not gonna be doing any of that stuff on Instagram, I don't think anymore. I might do some videos, but no lives, it's stressful. It's like, you know, Just not something I want to do right now. I might change my mind, but I can. Right? I can. So yeah. So what the heck was I saying? Anyway. Um, yeah, just trying to be. Just trying to be. And I guess I'm sharing this because I don't think I'm the only person that feels this way. Like, especially when you're a person that's used to like excelling. You're used to like when you do something, you do it very well. You do it very well. And so, yeah, sometimes like I feel like, why should I make a video if nobody's really watching? I have like eight subscribers, eight subscribers. Let me not forget. Um, but the thing is, if I don't make videos, right, then I'm not gonna ever get past that eight subscribers, right? So I have to make content. Um, so it's like a catch-22 for me because I'm motivated by an audience. I'm energized by an audience. You know, and so when I feel like I don't have an audience, I'm not so energized. And I'm not really fond of that about myself because everything has a beginning. You know, everything is new at one time. Nothing starts, unless you're a celebrity, unless I'm like, like I heard Dave Chappelle say, "Oh, I was never on Instagram before, but I got on there just to post a couple things about some stuff I felt was important." And as soon as he got on there, he probably had like 1 million followers. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to build followers. He doesn't have to build an audience, create an audience, draw anybody to him, right? He already has an audience. They're looking for him. Oh, Dave Chappelle's on Instagram. So, but for most of us, it's not like that for the average person, right? So we have to create an audience, right? So, I don't, I'm not a big fan of that part of it. Yeah. So, I'm such a mess, guys. Like I said, this don't even think this is a makeup video. Don't even think it is. It's me putting on makeup for the afternoon, right? So, like, I don't like a lot of foundation. I don't like to look unnatural. I like to look like myself, just better, you know. So I've been wanting this Storm Beauty Blender thing forever since I first started like watching makeup artists on YouTube, right? I've been wanting this for like forever, 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 and ever and ever. Um, and so I love it. I love it, right? It just, gives me like enough, allows me just to get enough coverage where, I look a little bit like from far away, flawless. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to, I'm not delusional. Not in that way. You know, I mean, this is not the face of the 26-year-old Rain. But, you know, um, it is the face I still love. Yeah. And it does resemble that Rain. It resembles that 26-year-old Rain, but it's not that face. It really isn't. But it's okay. It's a good face. It's a good face, right? So, yeah, so that's all I do. Now, I'm a melanated human being, right? As you can see. So, I don't have like a fancy foundation. Let me just get this. I make so much of a mess. I don't have like a fancy foundation, but I did find something that I like that makes it look just like my skin. And so listen, I don't know if they're cruelty free. Like, I do care about that stuff. Okay. So like most of the stuff that I get from in the Ipsy bags, they are actually vegan and cruelty free. Okay. I'm not vegan, but I do care about testing on animals and stuff like that. I have 4 fur babies here, 3 dogs, and my cat Dharma. So I care. I love animals. So I do care a lot about that. So like now when I purchase things, I'm more conscious about that. But this just came from the drugstore. Um and it's just Maybelline Fit Me, you know. Because listen, as melanated women, right? I don't have to tell y'all this. We still have in 2021 a hard time finding things that don't make us look crazy, colors that don't make us look crazy. Like we like our skin. When I put something on, I want to see my skin. I don't want my skin color to change. I don't. I don't want my skin color to change. I just want it to look a little bit more like, together and a little bit more smooth and refined. When I do this, I don't feel like that every day. Don't feel like that every day, right? So the only thing I do with my eyes, because like I said, I'm in glasses all the time. Now guys, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so what is this? What am I using? Rihanna's Fenty Beauty, right? Like I said, guys, I'm only sharing with you. Listen, I have no emotional or financial attachment to any of these brands. Any brand, right? But this came in a glam bag, right? So I was like, okay, well, I'll try it. It's black mascara. That's all I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be Rihanna's. It could, black mascara is what's on my profile. That's as wild as I'm getting. So guys, I have to look away because there's no way I can do this without looking away. All right. So, I'm no expert at putting this stuff on, but I have no lashes naturally. I was not gifted, right? I was not gifted with long lashes. My brother got the long lashes. I know y'all know about that. A lot of boys seem to have long lashes, you know. But I was not gifted with that, but I was gifted with other things, right? So, I just want a little tiny lift, right? And then I just take, the mascara because I always look sleepy. I always look sleepy. That's my natural look, sleepy. It's always been like that. So I just take it, and usually I screw it up, but that's not so bad. Right. Um, and I just line the bottom lashes a little bit, and use it kind of like an eyeliner. That's any mascara, not just this one. Um, yeah. So I mean, I used to use a lot of pencil, but I don't know. I haven't had good luck with buying eyeliner pencils for some reason. The last few times I've looked, I don't know. They have the pencil, but no sharpeners. Like, and I don't like liquid liners at all. I am too much of a mess for that. Okay, so that's pretty much all I do with my eyes now. Um, I don't do concealer and contouring. And like I said, this is not, this is me chatting with you, just sprucing myself up for the afternoon, and evening here at home. Having a little drink. Okay, I'm not editing that out. Oh God. I told you guys, like, okay, I told you what to expect, right? So believe me. All right. So yeah, anyway. I'm a mess. This is a mess. What a mess. Okay. So I do have this palette. that also came, that I didn't, that I pay for monthly, like $11. This I think came in the glam bag that only comes like every quarter. This is a full palette, you know. Not gonna mention any names this time. But anyway, I'm just gonna choose something, like I double use stuff. Like even though this is an eye palette, I'm not gonna be like, okay, where's the perfect blush? Where's my perfect blush? I don't even have a perfect blush. Like there's no blush that I have that I'm just stoked about. Like I just go nuts over. No, I don't. I haven't found it. So right now I'm just going to use like just a little bit. Let me just try to use the right brush. I do. Oh, sorry guys. I do have the right brush. Okay. I think this is the right brush. But I just want a little color, right? Just a little color. See, like it's barely there. That's what I want. You know. So just to brighten up my face a little bit, right? And give me a little bit of color other than brown. All right. Which is, brown is fine. But so like this is just like a little deep blush. I mean deep blush color. You know, deep blush color, right? So, yeah. Oh no, I might go a little bit deeper with that. Uh I like my cheekbones. They come from my dad. My mom used to always say that. Your cheekbones come from your dad. She's probably she's probably hanging around me in spirit right now saying I do not sound like that. Okay. All right, so yeah. So a little bit of that, right? And then, on my eyes I like a little bit of gold, right? Um a little bit of gold because that also like kind of blends in. Now, lots of times, guys, I use my hands, right? Because it's just like the best way for me not to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like great with the brush. This one needs a little bit more. A little uneven here. Just a little. Okay. Yeah. So, that way I can control my fingers better than I can control the brush. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So there. Like, it's barely there. But I mean, you see like, I'm starting to look like maybe I could go somewhere other than just Walmart. Right. Okay. Okay, and so pretty much that's it, right? Pretty much that's it. And then here's my Dead Roses. This is Anastasia. And I'm just like, I love this color so freaking much. Okay, I guys, I see a little bit of a transformation. Like I see a little bit of life. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of life. All right. And I know I don't know how to apply anything. I told y'all. But this is for people who think that, if they can't contour and everything like that, that means that they can't, do something to spice up their face. No, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Unless you have like some issues that bother you that you feel need covering up, like that really, decrease your confidence and you want to work on learning how to contour or conceal, I totally understand that. And do go for it. Go for it. Learn it, you know? Um but pretty much, nothing about my face really bothers me. The imperfections and all that. I'm cool with all that. I'm really cool with all that. So yeah, right? And then like, if I was gonna like, if I wanted to look nice today, right? I would always wear earrings. Always. Like me and my mom were always like, we don't leave the house without earrings, you know. So even when I do nothing, I always throw on some hoops. Like I have some cheap silver hoops. I just throw those on. You know, these are some of my favorites. They are from my best friend, An Aging Hippie Speaks, here on YouTube. She is An Aging Hippie Speaks here on YouTube. And she's talking about some really powerful stuff, you know. She can take some very deep subjects like eating disorders and PTSD, and you know, really make it palatable, digestible, you know, where you can listen and you can learn and you can know that you're not by yourself, but not be further traumatized. You know what I mean? So, because sometimes I want to watch things and I'll see like what it's about, and I'm interested. I want to learn. It might be something I can relate to, like depression or anxiety. But sometimes certain things can be triggers and make it worse. Like instead of you taking in the knowledge from the video, you're kind of like, you know, wow, this is really depressing me. You know what I mean? So, but she's able to speak in a way that is just a way that you can actually feel calm listening to her, you know, about these very tough, you know, subjects. So she has a lot of wisdom, you know, so check her out. You know, her videos are worth listening to. They are worth your time, especially if you know someone going through some things, you know. And don't we all have, you know, some form of trauma, right? So, so anyway, yeah. So there you go. All right. And so then I pop these back on so I can see. So I can see, for real, right? My hair needs cutting, you know, I had to it grows so fast, right? I'm like buzz cutting it, and then like 2 days later, it's like this, you know. Uh, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, so that's pretty much all. This is like really long. Really long. But that's pretty much all that I wanted to do today. Let me try to do this right. Okay, cheers, right? To the end of summer. A little bit of Stella Artois. Stella Artois, you know. Yeah. So, thank you for listening to me rant and chat and not do makeup correctly, but you know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm feeling. It's what I'm feeling, you know, and I know how to do what I feel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so yeah, you know. Yeah, so my motivation, I'm just going to take it as it comes. Um Try to be easier on myself. Try to remember, right, that I have achieved a lot in this life. I'm grateful, very grateful for that. Um, and so, you know, I have to be grateful for the quiet times too, you know, and the times when I'm feeling a little lazy, you know. Also, tired, feeling a little tired. And so I don't want to beat myself up about it, and I'm sharing it because I don't want you to beat yourself up about it. You know, the things will get done. The things will get done in their time, and they'll be right. You know, they'll be right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I thank you so much for just hanging out with me. And I do feel a little spark now. I feel a little, you know, I love this lipstick. I'm loving on this. You know, I'm loving on this. Like I said, I have no attachment to any of these brands at all. But this color, Dead Roses, this is like a cool everyday, like maybe I'm not going anywhere really, but I want to look good. So that's what this is. So anyway, so thank you guys. Please, if you enjoy my presence, and you kind of want to see what I'm going to be doing with this channel, stick with me. Hit the like button for me. Do those things that YouTube likes to see. Okay, and share it. Hit the notification bell. And see when I'm coming on. Do all those things. I appreciate it. And the 8 people that did subscribe, I appreciate you guys very much. I do. So, all right. So let me let you guys go. All right, I'm going to go back where it's cool because my bathroom is kind of hot. A little hot up in here. All right, guys. Much love.